County Board of Commissioners meeting call to order. Roll call.
Yes.
Livermore,
Yes.
Middleton,
Yes.
Rondo,
Yes.
Seaver.
Yes. Pledge allegiance. Start with Mickey.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Brief public comment, going once, going twice, nobody else here 3 times. Agenda, I'd like to make a motion that we put 8B as blacktop discussion. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Nobody. Anybody else got anything on the agenda?
It's good to me. Move to approve the agenda as amended.
I'll support.
Roll call?
Livermore.
Yeah.
Middleton,
Yes.
Rondo,
Yes.
Seaver,
Yes.
Capagrosa.
Yes.
That's off.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Am I supposed to stay, Graham? No.
Joel never did, you got us all.
He always did
Sorry.
ABC order.
Oh, we don't know what we're doing.
He just did it in ABC order, that's all he did.
Yeah, consent agenda, anybody have any questions on that? A through Q.
It's good.
I'll make a motion, we accept it.
Second?
Roll call?
Middleton,
Yes.
Rondo,
Yes.
Seaver,
Yes.
Capagrosa,
Yes.
Livermore.
Yes.
Is it different now?
Just make sure we're
She
paying
did have
attention.
fun now.
I
Yeah,
think
no,
I
it's-
take turn so then if you have to vote, I don't know, on something, then you're not always the first one.
You
But,
take it
so I
by
just
the right.
go down one.
Just make us pay attention.
I thought Jamie was gonna be here for number 7.
She did stop in my office to see if you were around to talk to you, because she'd forgot that it started at 5. It is her birthday today.
Yes, and
And
that's
she-
why we put her up early, so she might. be
Yeah,
here.
so she said she was gonna try to stop in, but, or catch you before the meeting.
Well,
That was my last conversation with her, but she did mention to me that it is the same one. There are no changes. It's the same one as what has been from the past.
it's just pretty much her grant for her $55,600.
Yeah.
$47.50.
Yeah, and that
Want
nothing
that.
has changed.
Yes, we do.
Any questions on that?
No, like I said, Carmen said, it was pretty much the same as last year to me.
Any motion?
I'll make a motion, we accept it.
I'm gonna second it. Roll call?
Rondo,
Yes.
Seaver,
Yes.
Capagrosa,
Yes.
Livermore.
Yep.
Nettleton.
Yes.
You took me by surprise there.
I gotta keep going now the way I'm doing it.
You gotta keep the rotation right.
Number 8, Mike from Anderson Packman, your 5-minute,
5 minutes, okay, yeah, got it, 35. We'll start, did everybody read it cover to cover, or do we need to start on page 1?
No,
We
we
started about page 136.
the back page where it says summary.
Yeah. That's the one where it's back.
Okay. Alright, if you got questions, ask, I'll do it fast. Page 5 is the opinion. Unmodified opinion, complied with all the generally accepted accounting principles. It says they're your statements, not ours, and we take a sampling of transactions, we don't look at every single transaction. Let's look at page 16 and 17. Rolling the county all up in total. Yeah, just over $600,000 to the bottom line. Which is good. no big questions, no big issues. The big thing is your net pension liability did go up in the current year significantly. Basically $2 million worth. And the easy way to think about that is instead of making $1.5 million on the plan, you lost 1.2. So that's about a 300,000 or $3 million swing to the back.
All stock market.
Yep. And it's as of the end of 22, so there's a year lag in there. So the end of 22, we all know that sucked investment wise, so hopefully it comes back, but everybody's showing the same thing. The investment just went through the tank. Nothing you did wrong, it just how did the market do? Simple as that. Looking at the funds, probably the big thing always is the general fund. And when I look at the general fund, you ended the year adding 230,000 to the bottom line, which is good, especially considering you figured about a $800,000 loss for the year, so. All things considered, everything turned out good there. Expenses kind of came under budget quite a bit. And the big piece there is the jail came in under budget. That was a big piece. Expense wise, and then revenues wise, it came under what you had budgeted. The big thing this year is moving, in this audit year was moving a lot of that ARPA money around from here to there, you know. Where was the money held versus where did it get spent, moving that around, and that kind of played a little bit of havoc with the budget a little bit, but other than that, I think things are good. The other thing that happened in this year was this is the new state in their infinite wisdom wanted to change this chart of accounts. So that reflects all that change. So a bunch of stuff that was budgeted one way, by the time you got to the end, kind of got gobbled up, but I think we kind of worked most of that stuff out, so. But it didn't have any bottom line effect, it's just where did you show it? The only finding we had is we helped put the audit report together. More of a FYI, no harm, no foul there, so that's the short version. We want to go into more depth, you know.
Anybody got any other questions?
Yeah, most of it for the last
I heard page 134, 130.
136.
I read it. That's where all the summaries for extra.
Yeah.
Pam, any questions?
No, I think we went over it. Went pretty good.
I gotta come back and finish the single audit by the end of September. That's where we do compliance testing on the federal awards. But that should be easy, it's all the ARPA money, it's the same one we did last year, so. We should be good to go. And I still have 25 minutes to go.
And,
Move to accept the county financials.
Second.
roll call?
Seaberg,
Yes.
Capagrosa,
Yes.
Livermore.
Yep.
Nettleton,
Yes.
Rhonda.
Yes. Okay, 8B, blacktop. I was talking with, oh, thank you, Mike, you don't have to stick around.
Nah, it looks boring.
Thank you for going.
Thank you.
8B blacktop, I was talking with Brian, they're gonna be doing blacktop up here when they do the road, and they're gonna go so far in where they tore up. And this section between the two buildings is terrible and it holds water, so Brian's gonna get a bid, I guess he's gonna stop by tomorrow. And give him a price of what this is gonna be, so we wanna kind of hold off on sealing this whole place to see what it costs us to get this new blacktop up to the end of the building here. And be done with that. Cause this is definitely, it's all busted up. So do we wanna put money into sealing the whole thing, where a lot of this to the right or the east is all new anyway, up in front. And the left is a little bit older and the center part's really old. But it's, if it's affordable, we gotta redo it at some point. That center part ceiling ain't gonna fix it. So we're hoping maybe it'll be cheap enough since we're here doing blacktop anyway, just to get this part done. And then maybe think we'll ceiling that next year.
We want to pay them, we will not have to pay them then to move the equipment in and all that stuff.
Right, they're
They're
right here,
literally right here.
and they're doing part of ours anyway, that part, that first 4 piece free, but. They're on, but we won't know until we get a price. That's gonna be hard, cause once we get a price, we're gonna have a discussion on it. Cause it's gonna be, they're gonna be in here pretty soon. It was kind of like a late thought, I was like. If we can save money by having it done while they're here. Then,
Definitely worth looking at.
Question, regarding that. So, did the city have to okay anything for that? As far as the blacktop, I mean, we wanted to connect the jail to the courthouse, they said, no, you can't, because it's a alleyway.
there's not any more. That's owned by us now,
Did they abandon it finally?
yeah.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that. Okay.
After we talked a while ago about that, I went and checked out, and it was,
They abandoned it to the county?
I remember it because it went through me,
yeah.
you know, when they did it, they went through that process.
I was just curious.
Like 4 or 5, when the new edition went on.
So it is our problem.
That was my point.
I appreciate the looking out the
Yeah.
effort though.
Good and bad.
Yeah.
So bad that we can't do, but good, good.
Are you gonna, you're talking about just paving on top of that, or are you gonna take
No.
that out? and
Take
then-
it out, it's gotta be regraded a little bit, there's like a dip right there and it holds water. We need to get that graded so it goes all the way out. But we won't know, it might be more expensive than we can afford anyway, and we're just gonna have to seal it and go forward, but.
It wouldn't hurt to at least find out where we're at.
Right,
on it.
and Brian will know. I think he said tomorrow or Wednesday, he's gonna meet with this guy. Tomorrow, so hopefully by the end of the week, we'll have a price, we'll get it out to everybody so they can look at it, and Brian hopefully will have a. Recommendation of what he thinks, so. Any questions on that one? And that is.
Do you need a motion on
I
that?
don't know. I mean, we don't even know for a
We're not
bid,
gonna
right?
approve anything.
And that's the thing is we're not really looking at bids, we're gonna see, if we're dealing with one person. If we put it on bids, it's gonna be, we'll miss the opportunity of this.
There you go, yeah.
And we all know it's gonna be cheaper to have it done while they're right here.
I mean, but don't we have to
I don't know,
put it on bids? I mean. we
I think
put
it's-
every-
unless it's for the best benefit of the county.
The way it was explained to me at one point. Is
Yeah,
we
gotta
can
be
put
on
aside any of our policies. But you gotta be sure. That it's something you really wanna do, because then you've made a precedent of setting aside a policy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's all I'm gonna say, because that's what I was told, that's,
And
that we can, but we
But
have
if
to be
you-
careful doing so.
If you do something like that and he's here, it's gonna be the lowest bid.
Oh, I am 100% agree with that, that is by far gonna be the cheapest
But to
shot
cover-
we ever
I
get.
do believe though, we should still call a couple other people
Cover your, cover
And
yourself.
see-
to get a rough price.
Yep.
Yeah, you should,
Yeah,
at least
once he hands them
hear
that,
from
Brian can call them, because they will have the information right in front of them and say, hey,
And I know I could
I know
actually,
it's Baco against whoever's doing it.
Wyatt
The
knows
other
the
one.
prices per square foot of asphalt too, cause he had to do a couple of jobs in different
Sure.
spots, so he has that down of. When he puts a bid in, he's digging in the street. And he tears up a bunch, so he's gotta. Put that money in there.
Because there's water lines and stuff.
Yes.
People, yeah.
because
Baco-
even when we were doing. Brian had only the one person who was doing the locks over here. We still had to put it on bids,
Right.
even though we knew nobody else
Yeah,
was
still
going
have
to.
to ask other people at least.
Yeah,
Even if there was nobody else, we still have to
I
put it
think
out there for the public.
we'll have Brian call a couple other places to get a phone.
Idea of how much.
There's really
so we
only
can compare.
Just to say, we want X amount of square feet, you got a rough price. Because if it's something close, then we say, okay, Holder, it ain't gonna, we're not saving a huge amount because they're here.
I think there's only, it's only two. Or is it three?
No, there's a couple, there's Superior Paving,
Okay.
there's
Yeah,
Baco, and I think there's,
Dang it, I just had it and I lost it, yeah.
yeah, well, there are a few, so.
Okay.
I think Smith.
I can-
Smith, yeah.
There you go. That was
There you
one I-
go.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think we,
So
Yeah. we just
make a
some phone
motion
calls.
to allow Brian to get a few bids for that chunk out there.
Sounds good.
So make a motion to approve receiving bids, Brian to
Solicit bids for,
solicit bids. Like, we're,
And that'll be a better, he's soliciting, and we're not putting it out on bid,
Right.
he's gonna be calling and looking for a price.
Is that a motion?
Yes, that's it. She motioned.
I'll support it.
Roll call?
Capirosa,
Yes.
Livermore.
Yep.
Middleton,
yes,
Rondo,
Yes,
Seaver.
Yes. Number 9, tractor bids. What do you got?
These.
Open them up, Rick. It's one, I believe that's.
semi-sealed, sealed with paper top.
405, Dean Seabird. I do open envelopes around. I don't see
with your
it.
pen.
You see, I didn't hear mine was the other day.
Paper clip, right? Yeah, I'll shut.
551 submitted by Steve Blank.
That's that.
And 505 by Brian Hill.
Good. When at 5:51 in cash by the end of the business day today.
In the clerk.
Any discussion on that?
Move to accept the high bid of $551.
I'll support that.
Roll call?
Livermore.
Yep.
Middleton,
Yes,
Rondo,
Yes.
Seaver.
Yes.
Capirosa.
Yes,
Brush hog bids.
Want me to take those, I'm guessing?
I said there was wrong bids.
Colonel Shelton knows what's too.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, here, I'll help you.
yeah.
Might be the same thing. I don't have the feel of the ball. It's only number 3 of you.
Brush hog bid. Dean Seabird, 205.
We've got 300 from Jay Rippleback.
$405, Brian Hill.
If you're over the tractor. Say, big brush hog.
Brush hog bid. What? A couple people did try and
The
tell me.
$100 cheaper, he went $100 cheaper on the brush hog.
Oh, yeah.
Titles.
Any questions?
405. Move to accept the high bid of $405 from Brian Hill, the brush hog.
Roll call?
Who seconded?
Kelly second.
Or
Or
Okay. It's Kelly. Okay.
He might turn around and say, I don't want it, and I don't have the tractor with it.
No
He thought he was
kickbacks.
gonna be the highest bidder.
Livermore.
Yeah.
Middleton,
Yes,
Rondo,
Yes.
Seaver,
yes.
Capirosa.
yes,
Tell it to Julie.
Number 11, public defender, part-time legal secretary, non-union, union position, assignment on grant funding only. Any questions on that one? What it is, they want to hire, that's gonna be a secretary, part-time. And that's all in her budget already, state paid, it's not on the county, non-union. The grant goes away, the job goes away, so
And then didn't we have an email that
you'll check in on it.
about the,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Everything's
I was like listening to you, but I was actually. Okay.
Do we have to act on
Yes.
just because it's a new hire.
I'll make a motion, we accept it. Is that what we want?
Yep.
Accept.
Mm-hmm. I'll second that.
Roll call?
Oh, where did I leave off? We'll go with Capagrosa,
Yes.
Livermore.
Yep.
Nettleton,
Yes,
Rondo.
Yes.
Seaver.
Yes. Okay, number 12, the Elgin County Personnel Policy. Everybody have a chance to read that? Might beat it to death.
did Joel found the last couple typos that we could find,
Mhm.
and straightened out the index, because the index didn't match anymore because of things that were moved around, so that was the last tweak that I know that he had to make.
And if we find something, we can always, that's the nice thing about policy, we can always change it,
So
so,
always be amended.
yep. Any questions? Got a motion?
Motion to accept.
Second,
Roll call?
Livermore.
Yep.
Nettleton,
yes.
Rondo.
Yes.
Seaver,
Yes.
Capagrosa.
Yes.
So I was trying to make sure that everybody gets a chance to get that one.
13, cost saving ideas and revenue sources.
Sell more stuff.
That's,
You know, they're almost $1,000 there.
well, I'm looking at too, we have some stuff that we're looking at up in the garage. Undersheriff, we got some stuff that we're looking at maybe getting rid of. up
We
there.
do, yeah, a couple of pieces of equipment, maybe a trailer or two,
Yeah, so we'll hopefully
old
have that
trailers, yeah.
for next meeting, for next month, we can get it up and get it all.
Nice.
Give it a move.
We're not gonna use it, we might as well
Yeah,
get something while we can get something for it.
I've got a question here.
Yes.
That, brush hog and tractor, does that go into the airport? Or is that going to the general fund?
I guess I've never thought of that.
I was gonna ask that question, but I figured.
But you did, I did.
I thought about that.
It's a thought, yeah.
Well, they are county owned, they're not owned by the airport.
Right.
People. So I would assume that it would go towards
County.
the county.
Same with our rescue stuff. We're selling it, doesn't go back into rescue,
Yeah.
that's county owned
Yeah.
stuff,
That's, yeah.
right? I'm going to think over there.
I mean, the only
Once
reason
we
we're
do it
selling
one
them,
way,
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, so the side by side that we got back from Bird Township that's not running right now, that has the plastic blue bubble in the back. That one there was grant written, years and years ago. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me what, where the money goes, but,
That was for rescue?
it was, yeah. Yeah, Amber Denman wrote that grant.
Yeah.
way back when.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, and I don't
Remember
think that
Yeah.
even the money made from it is going to. Because we're getting rid of them because the guys say
We
that
don't
they
need
can do it.
Right.
So we don't need the equipment. So even if they went away and we needed new equipment, it wouldn't make even the small amount we got towards new. So
and
I think
that,
it's just general fund.
in the two trailers that, we're talking about that never have moved up there in 3-4 years, or
Yeah.
smaller white ones, those are both donated trailers.
Right.
I don't even know if there's paperwork for them. I don't have the paperwork for them. So something else to think about.
Yeah, we'll give Joel, if he doesn't have any, it's gonna be as is, I mean.
It's like.
But bill of sale,
Tractor was either donated or sold at a.
So it was bought.
It was bought, it was bought straight out, I couldn't remember,
Yep.
I thought I saw something, I just couldn't
And
remember.
Cap's
So
Pullen told me that was bought.
And that was bought by the county.
that would have been bought by the county at that.
Well, I
time, so
think it
Should
should
go back
be,
to the county.
it should state that.
Yeah.
That money goes back to the county general fund. So somebody don't question.
Oh, no, that's,
You wanna make a motion
I'll
on that?
make that motion, yeah.
I'll second it.
What is that on?
That the money from the sale of the tractor and the brush hog go to the general fund.
And that would be under our number 13 cost savings.
Yeah, that's
There
up
you
like.
go.
that's
Okay.
up
We're finding out.
Under a revenue, under a revenue.
We've got a couple of them, we've got some.
there.
Good catch there.
The revenue would be that we make a motion that money goes back to the county,
Correct.
not the airport.
Okay. And that was Rondo that
Yep.
made the motion and who seconded?
Like,
I did.
Like,
Like,
Thank you. Nettleton,
Yes.
Brendo,
Yeah,
Seaberg,
Yes.
Capagrosa,
Yes.
Livermore.
Yep.
Do we have any unfinished, finished business? Do not believe so.
I would say, cause we did approve for materials management, myself and Christine. Did we have any more about that third?
That Joel's been working with us, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he did say we can add that one at any time.
Right.
Yeah, I just was, that would be the unfinished that I was wondering about.
so have you met yet?
No, I haven't gotten anything, and we don't have the third person to represent our county yet.
And all fails go to the vice chair, has to do
Really?
it. Next meeting, you might get elected.
Yeah.
Resolutions, I don't believe we have any resolutions. Committee reports, it's only been a week, anybody have any committees? None?
Blind Great Lakes folks, I've got their insurance certificate in hand, with us named as an official insured. She is working, she'll have me the letter by the end of the week. Just stating for the record that the road will be either in as good or better condition than when they started, so.
And they had a start date for you?
They do not have a start date, but I've also now talked to the lady in the office, and I made it crystal clear that they cannot start logging. Until we have that, because we have to notify the FAA. So I've made it very clear to them that they cannot begin until. So whoever gets the start date first will call me as soon as they have it. And I'll call Dick and he can notify the FAA for us, so.
Yeah, it was Friday, the Veterans Committee. That was it Friday? Thursday or Friday? I know it wasn't Saturday. That,
Might have been Thursday.
so, that, they gave, recognition awards to, Glenn Marshall, myself and Jerry Doucette for starting this Veterans Committee. That is, it went on very well, yeah.
Any committees? No? Correspondence?
None here.
None? Board comments, Kelly? Mickey?
I do. I was researching, amount of people that killed by guns a year, 42,760 were killed in the year of 2023. There was 298,000 people died of overdose of drugs that same period of time. And we're wasting a lot of time on trying to take people's guns away. And we don't seem to be doing anything about the drug situation. That's comment.
100% with you, and I think we gotta start, our little town is. We're seeing big city things in our little town, we got one right now that's sitting in jail, that's. Heavy offense of. What could have happened in our little town.
Well, I would say let's hope that all the work that we're trying to do with the funds from the legal stuff, we can get a center up here. And get more people educated, so.
I'm going with the lighter side of things. Just to add to what Mickey said, was a very nice presentation. There was probably about 35 people, I'm
Yeah,
guessing,
yeah.
without counting up the sheet. Your newest member, Gail Rogers, she knows the number because she called out the 4 people that hadn't signed the sign-in sheet, so. But Becky quit the meeting a little too early on the BVA guys. She also had a plaque made up to recognize all their contributions. They've done a lot. And they do a lot quietly. Anytime that she needs something for somebody, they just make it happen for her, so. That's been huge, and so she ended the meeting before they could thank her, and I told her, I said, well, we'll thank you again as soon as we have you in front of us, but. Yeah, just for the record. We've been lost without her.
Well, very good. Jerry did state that that was the best,
Best thing we did the whole
Yeah.
time.
best thing me and him did. We appointed her.
Let's get Becky
Yeah,
and get her trained up, but yeah. She's a heck of an asset.
yes.
Rick? No. Leave memory at all?
And your text still hasn't come through. I double text, I mean, check it. Double text.
Up at the bottom of the hill.
Staff comments? Joel?
Joel did not leave me anything. No, just thanks for being easy on me. I do have a couple, actually. Thanks for being easy on me. I'd like to thank the board. There's been a lot of positive changes over the past couple of years. You can see it here in the morale. So I've never thanked you, so good time to do that. And then, I would ask you to revisit the COVID policy. I don't know what, if there's something in place. My understanding is we're still recognizing the 5 days off. Are you guys doing that?
We're not, no.
You're not, okay, so maybe a discussion with Joel, just so we can know as employees, because 5 days off right now, that wipes out my sick day for the year, so. And I don't, and the CDC guidelines are not, they're recommending 24 hours of making sure that your symptoms are improving and fever is gone. And then after 24 hours, you know, you're good and just taking, caution, so.
Have symptoms, but you're.
Yeah, so, you know, it's on an uptick right now. We all know that. There's been a couple around here, and so I'm hearing that we still have to do 5 days, so I'm just asking you if you could, look at that. That's all I had.
Thank you. I'm sure. I know we're sending, I think the board knows that we got 2 of those, metal detector scanners. For $1,400. Sam's actually going down to get them tomorrow. Brand new, they're $2,500, so.
I heard that's sweet.
I can't, I got payroll. I was planning on
That's
it.
Mondays.
I know, but it's tomorrow. I had a couple extra days because Joe and Sherry aren't here.
Oh, take it back.
Monday after the Monday.
And we have this new system that's kind of complicated right now, so. But with the COVID testing, Carmen, just because we're running out of people, when COVID hit us hard there. So now, COVID's not as big as it was before. I mean, COVID's still COVID, but people.
But the mutation is lessened, yeah, so
Yes.
it's not as severe. Yeah.
So from the date of somebody starts having a sore throat on Friday and they're scheduled to work on Monday. They're gonna go from the day that they had symptoms and then 3 days.
Is it what
for the
you guys are
positive
doing?
test. Yes,
So you're making them stay home for 3 days after the positive
Yes.
test?
Yep. Yep.
3, so if it goes over the weekend, yeah, that's fine, so.
yeah, and luckily, we haven't had any problems where, it affected our schedule. Like
Yeah.
it did.
Yeah.
Back in-
Yeah. So that's just kind of your policy there,
But
right? I mean,
yeah.
it's,
I'm all about, I think the county needs to change it as a whole, so we're all on the same page, but,
Yeah.
we did this over there as our
Yeah.
own policy, so.
we just ran into a little confusion on it just recently, so,
Yeah,
I've got 3 weddings and a couple vacations I know about. I'd like to just know where. It seems like the wedding is the thing. You go to a wedding, you end up with COVID.
People, small spot.
Yeah. Yeah,
Did you say that you guys got 2?
yes, 2 scanners for $1,400.
Yeah, that's wrong, it said 300.
I say Joel's email says 3.
Okay, I'm looking, I'm
I
like,
said, wait a
"Oh,
minute."
it's 3," but
Sam.
I was gonna wait, when we got to Sam and ask him.
Oh, did you?
Joel
Sam
just-
thought he had it,
Joel
so we snuck in a bid on the last one. So.
Oh, yeah, so, that'll be nice how we get those. Both sides of the court. I don't know where we plan on putting them, one at the front door and one at the courthouse or upstairs.
One next door and one in the courtroom.
Oh, okay,
And I did look into, after our discussion, the wheel kits are cheap. We can just get a wheel kit for it and wheel it
Push it wherever you need it.
Whatever height.
I didn't look at the height.
Probably close to a standard door, I would imagine.
Well, I'm thinking we can get it in the elevator, just tip it a little bit. You gotta go floor to floor. They're not heavy.
Alright. Pam?
nothing.
Brief public comment, going once, twice, three times. 21, adjourned.
So moved.
Need a roll call on that too? All right, Capagrosa,
Yes.
Livermore.
Yeah.
Middleton,
Yes.
Rondo,
Yes.
Seaver.
What would you do if you said no? I didn't think we had to even vote on it.
Well, it was,
You'll be here by yourself.
Yeah, I thought it was adjourned, somebody motion second done.
I thought we weren't doing the motion anymore. I thought it was adjourn, everybody agrees, say aye.
Well, that's